Yahoo Finance doesn't reinvest dividends or show any dividends? My man Red has sent me an email about this guy on YouTube showing how American funds beat the Vanguard index funds. And he says, don't use Yahoo Finance because Yahoo Finance doesn't show dividends. And I just was stunned by that. I was like, huh? First of all, if Yahoo Finance didn't show dividends at all, it'd still affect American funds too. But I was stunned. Silly. And we're going to prove it to you. We know for a fact that the Yahoo Finance does include dividends. I'm going to show you it right now. It's mind-boggling to me that someone could say that. Now, you can do charts where you don't reinvest dividends, absolutely. But in terms of the performance data historical, absolutely reinvest dividends because we're going to do annual rates of return. That's all you care about. All right, so remember, basically in 2000, the S&P 500 was down 9%. In 2001, it was down 12, and in 2002, it was down 22. All right, so always put that in the back of your mind. S&P 500 was down 9, 12, and 22. So you have that tattooed on your forehead, on your eyeball, on your arm. If you see any numbers and they don't use S&P 500 as being down those years and that number, those 3 years consecutively, you're not using the S&P 500 index to compare whatever you're looking at. I don't know what it is, but you'll get some index annuities that won't use 9, 12, and 22, and they're probably showing it without reinvesting of dividends. We don't want that. We want everything included on the up and up on the table. So remember, you know you're starting from a clean point if the S&P 500 for which you're comparing whatever fund you're looking at is 9, 12, 22, negative, negative, negative. All right, so we're going to look at Portfolio Visualizer, which this guy was pretty high on, and I like Portfolio Visualizer. And we're going to see S&P 500 down. Now this is VFINX, so this is the Vanguard S&P 500 mutual fund that goes back to 1976, down 9.06. 12.04 and 22.14. All right, so the index itself is going to be a little bit better than that because there is no expense ratio on the index, and the Vanguard fund used to have, it was like 10 basis points. I think it might be 15 back when I was working there in the late 90s. But you see, 9, 12, 22. All right, so if that doesn't convince you, we're going to look at my man Shiller, and this is Robert Shiller's data set, if I can get this to cooperate. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to see what this is from, I hope you know who Robert Shiller is, so let's bring this one up. Hold on just a second. I can't get this guy open. I think we got it open here. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a sec. We got it open. Let me pause it. All right, so here's Shiller's data, and then we're going to look at, okay, I don't want that. I want disclaimer. I want data right there. So we're going to look at, all right, good. And so does he give us let's go to 2000. We're going to go to 2000 on the S&P. He doesn't give us returns, does he? He gives us a S&P comp, data for long interest rate, real skills. You got cyclic EPA. I don't want that. I want the actual return on the S&P 500. Monthly total bond realized 10 years. I don't think he gives us the annualized returns. That's okay. We'll find someone else to look at for annualized returns. You can actually look at this and calculate yourself, but why even bother? It's 9, 12, 22. But let's keep going. So we got moneychimp.com, and we even see here, 2000. I just want to prove to you that everybody uses dividends reinvested. 2000, 2001, and 2002 is 9. It's 11.98, 12, 22.27. 22, 9, 12, 22 for S&P 500. This is moneychip.com compounded annual growth rate, and we have included for dividends. So we see all this right here. It's all the same. And then you can even, I don't think Vanguard gives you the annual returns year over year, which is kind of too bad. But so there's tons of different data sets. Just do it yourself if you don't believe me. But then we're going to go to finance. Yahoo.com. And look, Yahoo.com drives out the wall in many reasons, but the stuff, the back tested data is fantastic in terms of VFINX. We're going to look at what and remember, we're looking at the mutual fund of Vanguard, and so what we're just showing you there a second ago was the actual index itself, and again, there's about 10 basis points on the S&P 500, and we're going to go to performance. And I'm telling you, man, this is to say the Vanguard there's no reinvestment of dividends or any dividends in Yahoo Finance is just mind-boggling. I don't get it. And we're going to see 9 right here, negative 9.06, negative 12.02, negative 22.15. All right, so then we can go to American funds itself. Let's go to American funds, which I love American funds. ICA guide. I've done tons of videos on this, and I'll probably do another one to show you the value of dividends, by the way, because a lot of people are starting to discount dividends, and I just love American Funds ICA guide. It's the #1 piece of data that you could possibly have when it comes to just the understanding of keep it simple, stupid investments. And what we're going to see here is we're going to go back to, hold on a second, I think we got the S&P 500 is on here. Here, so an 84-year history of investment success is the ICA guide, and you'll see right here, we're going to go to ICA's total return with dividends reinvested versus the S&P 500. They're called the stock market. Hate when they call it the stock market, but be that as it may. In 2000, the S&P 500 is down 9.1. 2001 is down 11.9. 2002 is down 22%. ICA was up in 2000, was down 4.6 in 2001, down 14.5 in 2002. So it wasn't down nearly as much as the S&P 500, but it was up. But we have the dividends showing correctly. This is total return. Dividends reinvested. Yeah. So I don't get now, but you can see right here. This is after fees, by the way. So the ICA has smoked the S&P 500 going back to 2017, up 12.2% in annual return. Now, to use that annualized return would be stupid to do that, to say, I think I'm going to get this. No, that's dumb. S&P 500 is only 10.9. Only still means it doubles more than less than every 7 years is doubling. I'll take that. So that's in 2017, I think it was. I even have the other one for 2018. ICA guide for 2020. I even have these ICA guides going back to like 2000. It's fantastic. It's the first thing ever. When I first became a broker, I just came across this. Someone probably gave this to me, a guy who was training me, and it's freaking fantastic. I love it. So we're going to go down here and just show you what the American Funds ICA has done relative to the S&P 500. Since 2018, it's 12.2 to, I think it was 10.7. Hold on just a second. We'll keep going down. Still got Larry the Loser, or Louis the Loser. Louis the Loser. I've been knowing Louis for a long time. Let's see if we still got these people in here. They were the who were these people? The two. We had a grumpy old man here who just did his investment in bonds. Let's see if they changed these pictures here. Hold on just a second. They changed the Clausens. Yeah, that's not the old Clausens. And we had, they changed. They changed these people right here. It used not to be Margaret and Harry Boone, and the Clausens were. They had two different people there. Let's see. Actually, I'll show what I'm talking about. It's kind of fun. So we'll show you. We still got Louis the Loser. Still love old Louis. Right there's Louis. I love him, man. He goes back a long time with old Josh. See, there's the Clausens. Is that the same people right there? There's the Clausens. These are Boones. That's not the same. Those aren't the same Boones, American Funds. That might be the same Clausens, but let's show you the Boones. There's no way that's the same people. Those aren't the Boones. Nah, two different people, man. American Funds, you let us down. But you can see they're still concerned. Not as concerned as Mr. Boone here. They both look very concerned. They don't look that concerned. Here are the Clausens. They're having fun. Is that the same guy? Let's see. Is that the same Clausen? Nah, two different people here. Look how fun, because they reinvested their they bought the ICA as opposed to the bond fund. All right, so let's just keep going back to Louis the Loser. Love that guy, I tell you. Hold on just a second. Right here, the stock market is what we're looking at. Not there. Hold on just a second. Not there. Right here. All right. And so now 12.2 to 10.09, 10.9. So just going back here, you'll see it's the S&P 500 has picked up 20 basis points. All right, hold on just a second. I love this stuff. It's fun. It's fun. I'm a geek. I know. Sorry to be me. All right, let's just go into it. We're going to see, hold on right here. So the 12.3 to 11. That's not what I was looking at, was it? I guess it was. All right, so here in 2018, ICA was at 12.3. The S&P 500 was at 11. This is 2020. 2020. Here's 2018. 12.2 to 10.9. So they both lost 10 basis points. Right. So they both, over the course from 2018 to 2020, They increased 10 basis points from 12.2 in 2018 to 12.3 in 2020, 10.9 in 2018 to 11% in 2020. Anyway, so you can see that. So the point being is Yahoo Finance certainly uses reinvestment dividends. I just don't get why someone would say that. If you're on top of this, oh my God, I looked at the comment. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to flame some guy. But some guy put a comment on his thing and said, past performance is indicative of future performance. He goes, not guaranteed, but certainly indicative. Anyway, buyer beware. All right, we'll see you. Love to hear your thoughts.